As we grow older, it becomes increasingly important to focus our time and energy on what truly matters. Procrastination, comparing ourselves to others, harboring grudges, dwelling on the past, and worrying about the future can all serve as significant roadblocks to a life filled with peace. By letting go of these habits, we can cultivate a sense of freedom and relief that feels incredibly empowering. Habit number 1: procrastination. With age, it's crucial to prioritize what truly matters in our lives. Procrastination, however, often stands in the way of a peaceful existence. When we postpone tasks and decisions, we may experience guilt, anxiety, or regret, feelings that can be both overwhelming and paralyzing. As Mark Twain famously remarked, "Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today." This timeless wisdom underscores the value of taking immediate action rather than succumbing to delay. Procrastination is often a deeply ingrained habit, rooted in fear, perfectionism, or a lack of motivation. Recognizing how it negatively affects our mental and emotional well-being becomes essential as we age. The famous saying, "Procrastination is like a credit card, it's fun until you get the bill," aptly captures the consequences of deferring responsibilities. Delaying tasks creates chaos and uncertainty, undermining our peace of mind. By shifting focus to what truly matters and addressing procrastination head-on, we pave the way for a life filled with purpose and direction. Taking action empowers us and fosters a sense of fulfillment and tranquility. As Wayne Dyer once said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." Breaking free from the procrastination cycle can bring about a liberating sense of freedom. "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing," advises another famous quote, emphasizing the need for proactive steps. By overcoming procrastination, we open the door to an intentional and purposeful life. Let's commit to leaving procrastination behind, for as the saying goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. Will you take that first step toward a more peaceful life today? Habit number 2: comparing yourself to others. As we age, it's natural to reflect on our accomplishments and life journey. However, the habit of comparing ourselves to others can be incredibly toxic, robbing us of joy and peace. When we constantly measure ourselves against others, we invite feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction, which often lead to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Theodore Roosevelt's saying, "Comparison is the thief of joy," perfectly encapsulates the harm this habit can cause. Social media, societal expectations, and personal insecurities often fuel the tendency to compare. Whether it's our appearance, achievements, relationships, or possessions, we may feel like we don't measure up. But as Brené Brown wisely said, you can't get to courage without walking through vulnerability. By letting go of comparisons, we can foster self-acceptance and self-love, key elements for a peaceful and fulfilling life. It's vital to focus on our unique journey, celebrate our strengths, and take pride in our accomplishments. By doing so, we cultivate a sense of self-worth that doesn't rely on external validation. The quote, "You are not a mistake, you are not a problem to be solved," reminds us to embrace who we are without self-criticism. Letting go of comparison allows us to live authentically and frees us from the constant burden of measuring up. Embracing our individuality brings liberation and empowerment. As another quote says, "Be yourself, an original is worth more than a copy." When we live authentically, we create purpose and direction, leading to a more peaceful and meaningful life. Let's make the conscious choice to stop comparing ourselves to others and instead embrace our own path. As the saying goes, the most powerful thing you can do is to be yourself, because that's the one thing nobody else can be. Will you take that first step toward a peaceful, authentic life today? Habit number 3: holding on to grudges. As we age, prioritizing our emotional and mental well-being becomes paramount. Letting go of grudges is crucial, as holding on to resentment and anger toward others can poison our environment and our minds. Grudges foster bitterness, anxiety, and even despair, disrupting the tranquility we seek. Holding on to anger is akin to grasping a burning coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. You end up being the one who gets burned. This well-known quote reminds us that clinging to grudges only prolongs a cycle of pain and negativity, which can be harmful to both our overall health and well-being. Often rooted in feelings of betrayal, hurt, or unfairness, holding on to grudges becomes a deeply ingrained habit, one that makes us believe we need our anger and resentment as a form of self-defense or to make a statement. As Maya Angelou, the renowned writer, once said, "You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them." Letting go of resentment and choosing forgiveness can break this harmful cycle, leading to a sense of release and serenity. With age, prioritizing forgiveness and releasing grudges becomes crucial to achieving emotional freedom, which can feel incredibly liberating. As another quote beautifully puts it, "Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it." By forgiving others and letting go of resentment, we open the door to healing and progress, fostering a calmer, more content life. The saying, "The weak can never forgive, forgiveness is the attribute of the strong," highlights that letting go of grudges showcases our strength and resilience. Choosing to forgive not only fosters inner peace but also creates a more loving and serene atmosphere within us. The act of releasing grudges allows us to feel unburdened and liberated, echoing the sentiment of the quote, "You're not hurting the other person, you're hurting yourself by holding on to resentment." Letting go of anger and bitterness allows us to embrace a more authentic, serene life, free from negativity. So, let's consciously choose to stop clinging to grudges and instead cultivate a more peaceful and loving life. As the adage goes, forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. Will you make the decision today to forgive and start your journey toward a more tranquil existence? Habit 4. Dwelling on the past. As we age, focusing on the present moment becomes more important than dwelling on the past. Reflecting on old regrets, mistakes, or painful experiences can significantly hinder a peaceful life. Being stuck in the past can create inertia, preventing us from moving forward. As the saying goes, the past is a foreign country, they do things differently there. Holding on to past wounds or regrets can create a negative cycle of suffering, which takes a toll on our mental and emotional well-being. Practicing self-compassion and forgiveness, both for others and for ourselves, is essential. Releasing past mistakes and regrets can bring a sense of freedom and relief, which can be profoundly empowering. The inspiring words of Eckhart Tolle, "The main cause of unhappiness is never the situation but your thoughts about it," remind us to observe our thoughts without letting them control us. By being aware of our mental patterns and releasing negative habits, we can begin to live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Habit 5. Worrying about the future. As we grow older, anxiety and stress caused by worrying about the future can become overwhelming. Fixating on uncertainties or potential problems robs us of the joy of living in the moment. The saying, "Worrying is like a rocking chair, it gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere," illustrates how unproductive this habit can be. Focusing on future concerns prevents us from savoring the present, making it difficult to lead a peaceful life. Cultivating mindfulness and shifting our attention to the present moment can provide a sense of peace and clarity, which is incredibly freeing. As Louise Hay wisely said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Trusting in our ability to handle whatever lies ahead allows us to embrace the now with confidence. The quote, "The best way to predict your future is to create it," reminds us that by taking charge of our thoughts and actions, we can shape a more serene and meaningful life. By letting go of worries about the past and the future, we can begin to live a more tranquil life centered on the present. As is commonly said, the present moment is the only moment available to us, and it is the door to all moments. Focusing on the now allows us to break free from harmful habits and find a sense of liberation. Will you take the step today to leave behind the behaviors that weigh you down and embrace a calmer life? The time to begin is right here and now. Outro. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I work over 17 hours a day to create these videos for you, and your support means the world to me. I sincerely wish you a long, happy, and fulfilling life, perhaps even beyond 120 years. Comment your age below, and I'll personally give you honest advice tailored to you. Thank you for watching.